This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, fly man ring.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. Brother, how you feeling?
Okay, brother, feeling good. It's weather out there crazy though, so
Weather
first
going
of all,
crazy.
everybody be safe out there. Praise for everybody down there in Florida and North Carolina and South Carolina and everybody down there in that region getting hit hard with the Hurricane Helene. I think they calling it. That what it's called.
Helene, yeah. We getting all the rain and wind and shit now, boy. So yeah.
It's crazy. My window right here, looking outside my tree, my little tree out there is just like going sideways. So yeah, it's wild out there, man. Be safe if you're out there moving in this weather, wherever you are on the East Midwest area.
And honestly, don't move if you ain't got to move.
Yeah, if you ain't gonna go nowhere, stay in the house. Usually, it's my gym day. I decided to take it easy today, and also my back is on fire. I don't know what I did to my back, man. Shit, it's killing me. So yeah, I decided to stay in the house today. But man, if you gotta move, be careful out there. If you don't have to move, stay in the house, man.
Facts. Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits. Y'all know how we do it, man. Each and every Friday around 6:00 p.m. We gonna dive right into it. Hold on before we dive right into it. I see you scroll at the bottom. Make sure to type in what is everything Down to the Wire 513, or just Google us, as I always say. It's the easiest way to find us. Remembering Derrick Rose. No, I'm fucking with you. Derrick Rose is still alive and well, people.
He's still here with his job. He's just, unfortunately, hanging up his shoes, man. He hanging up the jersey. He is retiring. He announced that he's no longer playing in the NBA after 16 seasons?
16 years in the NBA. Yes, sir.
Man.
Derrick calls it a career. And I won't say what a career it was, or it's like what a career I wish it could have been. The way, because the way he started, man, like he was so special. Would have went down easily as one of the all-time greats. Obviously we know the youngest MVP in NBA history. That 2011 season, man, was magic. Led the Chicago Bulls #1 seed, got them all the way to Eastern Conference Finals till they ran into the Big Three in Miami. Yeah, man. He was honestly, I don't think we've seen a point guard quite like Derrick Rose before his time. Like I think he was 101 during his time, which I think opened the pathway for guys like Russell Westbrook. Well, it's like I don't want to say open pathway, like same class, so it's hard, but like
right there together, kind of what Russ was a little bit later of a bloomer than D Rose, but D Rose came in right away. Was like, all right, this guy is easily one of the top point guards already in the league. And he's on pace to be one of the top point guards ever, one of the top players ever if he keeps this up. And unfortunately, like you mentioned, ran into those injuries with the knees. But man, what a career it was! Even though we didn't get to see him reach his full potential, I don't think because of the injuries that kind of crushed his career so young. He still had an amazing career, like you mentioned, being the youngest MVP of all time. He changed the game in ways that I don't think people realize. Shout out to Bobby Marshall for making this statement. I don't think we realize it because we're basketball hits, but he came in youngest MVP ever. He was still on rookie scale extension, and because he made that accomplishment, they end up changing the whole contract. So now they have the Derrick Rose rule, where these players like Anthony Edwards, like Tyrese Halliburton, can make that extra $40 million extra in that rookie extension because of Derrick Rose, basically. If they reach those certain accolades, which it's not MVP like Derrick Rose guy, but still, it's still you gotta get that high. You gotta be, we gotta be really good, or you ain't gotta be Derrick Rose good, but still he made that rule come in place. So he changed the game, changed the game for the players, in a way that I don't think people think about a lot.
What was, if you could point out one Derrick Rose memory? What game or moment do you point out?
Just one. It's so hard to do just one, bro.
Well, that one that comes to the top of your mind when you hear the name Derrick Rose.
It's just so many dunks, of course. But my one probably is that buzzer beater he hit. I want to say it was at home against Cleveland.
Cleveland in the playoffs.
I mean Cleveland, yeah, in the playoffs. Was it at home or it was in? I think it was in Chicago, right?
It was Chicago. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Chicago. That bank shot where they lifted him up, his face was just still. that's the most funniest celebration. Game winner of all time. He's just still face after he made it. Like, man, come on, I'll do this shit. I'm Derrick Rose. That's probably the one that sticks out, but there's so many more, man. Like so many dunks he had. Of course, the dunk he had on John Dragic, man. Nasty.
Hey, off
of two. Yeah, off the two. Kept going higher when he threw it down, man. That was still one of the nastiest dunks I've ever seen.
Yeah, for me, I guess I wouldn't call it I guess I wouldn't call it a moment. It was a moment, but I guess like it's not like a play or anything, but it's the way he burst on game one of the 2009 NBA first round playoff game against Boston Celtics. I believe it was 2009. Yeah, it was 2000. Yeah, 2009. Yeah. 36 points. I think almost like 11 assists and a dub. Like that shows right there is like, okay, this kid he different. Like he has potential to be a superstar. And even in the short span, I would say like his first 3 years, I would call him a superstar.
Yeah.
But I think that was his arrival moment for me. I say going on the road against the defending champs Boston Celtics and still in the game one.
That was big.
And he didn't have the best, and he didn't have the best supporting staff. I think he still had. I think his co-star. I think it was Ben. I think they had Ben Gordon still that year.
I believe. But yeah, this was a young Bulls team still. It still was a team that wasn't really expected to do much because they were still. Derrick Rose was probably one of the best players on the team, and he was still pretty young, so they weren't expected to do much, and he still was.
Yeah, and the fact they took him to 7 games, like, yeah. Like, but that game one, I remember watching it. It was a Saturday noon game on ESPN. I remember watching that game. It's like that boy's something serious. Shout out to D Rose, man, the one hell of a career. Not just his NBA career, man. Just remember watching his high school highlights.
Highlights at Memphis, games at Memphis. And even after the injuries, when he came back, when he was in New York and when he was in Minnesota, he got a 50-point game in Minnesota.
50-point game in Minnesota, boy.
Man, after the game was all emotional. That game was crazy. I watched that game. Just so many moments, man. So many moments. One of the greatest players of his generation for sure. Even though, his prime was cut short due to injuries, man, he still was a great player and set the stage for these new age point guards. Even more than it already was set, point guards previous now.
Yeah, I was thinking this because Shannon Sharp because they was talking about it on Nightcap the other night, and he was basically saying like how, obviously he would have been, if he would stay healthy, a top 50 player of all time in the NBA for sure. And that's fair. I mean,
I think it's no brainer.
Yeah. Due to this injury, I don't think you can put him in that list, but I think even though he's just not in that list, I think he will be loved not to the same level, but he's in that category of how much love like Allen Iverson gets. Like I said, everybody like I said, Allen Iverson's love, like I said, is out of here. But I think you could put Derrick Rose in that same category.
Yeah, I think yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, definitely, it's different stratosphere for AI because it's AI, and it's just what he meant for the culture and everything as well in that era of the NBA. But still, like you said, Derrick Rose is almost right there, somewhere up in that same echelon of aura. I think he's gonna have just a great player, man. Great player. Has a great following overseas too in China. They love him over there.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, even though his career was cut short, he definitely got his flowers while he was here. I think.
And just imagine what he did for his hometown, Chicago.
Yep.
Like I know the love is mad real for him, and like no matter where he at in Chicago.
Yeah, even though I don't think he ended well there, with him and the Bulls, and he kind of cited them on his next stops, But hopefully he can come back there. They can make amends. He can go back there and hopefully retire his jersey, man.
Obviously, yeah, you got to put that number 1 in the banner. Have
to. He's definitely a Hall of Famer in my book.
Yeah, I think if you win MVP, you have a case to be in Hall of Famer, especially you the
youngest ever. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
he's a Hall of Famer. I hate to keep bringing this up, but at the bar is T-Mac, man. I love you, T-Mac. I'm a huge Mac fan. Huge fan of you, man. You were one of my idols growing up. But if T-Mac got in, that bar is not so high.
That's fair.
T-Mac had a great career too. Good career. I'm gonna say great. Good career. But same thing. Yeah, got rid of injuries. He never won MVP. So.
Man, right. So excited to see what Derrick Rose does in the next phase of his career. Hopefully, we still be able to hear from him in some way, in some shape or form. If like I said, be able to tell some stories on somebody's podcast or something. Just excited to see what he does post NBA career.
Yeah, he's very seems very reserved, very quiet. At least out like social medially, he's not really out there a lot. So we'll see if he even decides to do anything like that and come out like that. He might just fade away and just be cool, like just being a family man, just chilling with his kids and shit.
That's fair. I mean, hell, like I said, maybe if his kids or somebody want to hoop, maybe that's how we get Derrick Rose back in the public somehow.
Yeah, I know his oldest is PJ. I know he hoops pretty good, so I'm not sure. I think he's like maybe 9 or 10, maybe a little bit older. I know he plays, so he's pretty good too. So you're right. Maybe we'll see. Definitely gonna see him in games and shit because he definitely gonna be more involved now with more time on his hands, not being not to travel so much, being an NBA player.
Well, from one side of Chicago, I can say not one side of Chicago, from one Chicago team to another. Unfortunately, Chicago Sky yesterday in some shocking news, at least shocking to me.
Me as well.
After one season, Teresa Witherspoon is out as Chicago Sky's head coach. I did not see this coming at all. I think what she's done with this young team in just 1 year had them on the verge of the WNBA playoffs. And I think they would have made the playoffs if they didn't get rid of with injuries late in the year.
Yep.
But I would call this a first successful season for her as head coach. But apparently that wasn't good enough for Chicago Sky's management, and she's out. So for me, I would just say it sucks because, like I said, I was a fan of Coach Spoon, but I'm curious to see what direction they're going in. Because, like I said, I think she was just on the verge of getting the best out of that team. Like I said, it's only been 1 year. So
yeah, I know what they expected.
Yeah,
don't know what they expected for the first year. You got she had a locker room behind her. I think the players loved her. I think that showed in their post games. And every time they talked and they're asked about Spoon, they did nothing but praise Spoon. So I have no, unless there was something going on behind the scenes that we didn't see, as far as with her coaching staff or with the personnel there, something we didn't see. We can't speak to that. But as far as everything that was public facing, this is a terrible decision in my opinion. It's their first year. They midway or after or right before the All-Star break, they traded one of their best scorers in Marina Mayberry. Traded her away to the Connecticut Sun for not that many good pieces back. So I'm not understanding what they thought was going to happen here. Like you mentioned, they almost made the playoffs. Angel got hurt at the end of the season. Like I said, you traded away one of your best offensive players. One of your players to your shots. There's nobody else in your offense is really that good on their team, honestly, except for Kennedy Carter.
And she got her. She got her too.
Yeah, she missed some games too. Like when she went down, and then you go trade away your second best scorer and Maybe it made no sense. Like this organization is operating terribly right now. I'm not sure what they're doing. Well, I know what they are doing is making Angel Reese not want to be there after her contract's up. She's gonna want to walk and go somewhere else. And I can't blame her for that if she decides to do that, because right now you're making terrible decisions.
Yeah, I mean, hell, we joked a little bit off air, like just Angel Reese's comments about her getting fired, like hell, like you would have thought she passed away or something. Like,
Yeah, I read it last night. I'm like, damn, what? I was asleep when it happened, so I didn't see the headline. I wake up and I see the tweet. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Did she pass away? And I missed this shit. And I go through the tweets and I'm like, oh, okay, everybody's talking about this is you go overload with the sentiments here. But this is how she felt about it. You know, I thought it was a little overload too when I found out she got fired and not, God, thankfully she didn't pass away.
right.
But it's like I said, the players obviously loved it, man. They had, great feelings for her and they wanted her to be the coach. So the fact that you're doing away with her, probably didn't consult none of the players, which they don't have to. They're team management or whatever. They don't have to consult the players with that decision. But it just makes me think, maybe something behind the scenes happened. But last season they had Kalia Cooper there as well. You lost Kai. She's one of the best scorers in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So you lose her. You bring in 2 rookie bigs. It's coming in. It's gonna be projects. Obviously, they're not gonna come in averaging 20 points. They come in playing hard. Then midway through the season, you trade one of your best offensive guards. What do you expect to happen?
Yep. And honestly, that was one of my things for the season. I don't know if we talked about it on here, but I was like, I liked Chicago's roster. I just think they needed, and I thought Mabry was that wing. Like, I know she could shoot, but like if they could have, like how we talked on, I think we talked about this Friday, like they had like a good wing score, another wing like score, like almost like a 3-and-D type player.
I think you mentioned on off air.
Yeah, I mean that's the only person that comes to mind when I think of that.
Yeah, somebody like her, somebody that come in, play defense, shoot, knock down open shots. They could have put them over the top. Like I said, maybe he's a pretty good offensive player, but she's more like a secondary or like even like a third kind of scorer because she's a volume shooter. She's not really going be efficient with her shots. So she kind of needs to get more open shots.
Yeah.
And she wasn't really getting any open shots because their offense was just her and Kennedy Clark. Kennedy Clark, they had nobody else really could score. So they're kind of loading up on her. So her shots, she wasn't too efficient. But still, you lose that threat, offensive threat out there. It's not gonna make you better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure what they were thinking trading her away. I thought maybe they saw something in the other girls they got back that maybe we didn't know about. But
well, the one one girl, I forget her name. I'm about to look her up. I know she's a sharpshooter. She's a young guard, and she can shoot. I know she can shoot. She's younger than Mabry, and I think that was just more a move for Connecticut, like just trying to go all in, basically. But still, even
Mabry looked good, and for them too. He had the got the WNBA playoff record for points off the bench in the first playoff game with them. So.
But even still, you trade her away. I just don't know much more did you expect for her in 1 year work. So it's very confusing to me. I would hate to say they're trying to. Well, hell, not Juju because she got 2 more years. Because I think
3.
3. Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, she can come out. I think can you come out as a junior?
Yeah, I think you can.
Okay,
yeah.
She got 2 more, at least 2. I think yeah, some girls come out as junior, so I think
that's still even too early to think about tanking. So I don't know.
Way too early. Like I said, you're gonna mess around, lose Angel trying to tank for Juju, and now so she's gonna come in with the same problem,
Mm-hmm. So I don't know what
man. So yeah, I think Ash watching on my iPad. Maybe I don't know. Mercury head coach and no WNBA experience, highest paid coach in WNBA history, made it to the playoffs with 3 Olympians. He can't win 1 playoff game. Yes, Ash talking guys.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, talk about Mercury head, yeah.
I mean,
they did have a tough matchup against the Lynx though. Like Lynx,
Lynx. I mean, the Fisa averaged under 40 against them. The Fisa was going ham, bro. If she something like that, they might win the whole thing.
And And if we being the Buck, they really should only have 2 Olympians. If we being, I mean, they put Taurasi on the roster because of her legacy. So
yeah, that was legacy pick for sure. Definitely a legacy pick. And I don't know if you saw. Do you see that they fired the coach in LA too?
Kurt Miller.
Kurt Miller got fired too, so they just on firing sprees with WM. I think after 1 year with him too. Wasn't it 1 year?
1 year, yeah. No,
He got 2 years.
He got 2, yeah.
But he just left his son, who was a good team. He should have stayed over there with Connecticut, man. He's tripping. They was a good team going to the playoffs. You had make a long playoffs run every year. You go to be, sunny LA, thinking you're gonna be the head guy over there. 2 years, you out of here, man. And that was even they had injuries too. You had Cameron Brink got hurt.
Lexi Brown had to deal with
out a lot of the season. So I don't know what they expected out of him either.
Yeah,
the NBA crazy, man. I thought the NBA was tough on coaches. Sheesh.
Well, with the expansion, maybe hopefully that they both get an opportunity with one of these new expansion teams.
Yeah, they both are good coaches, so we'll see, man. Yeah, Cairo said, "Go Aces, y'all." Yeah, man, we're gonna win the whole thing. You know how we do it. Tough matchup for us coming up.
You got him that Aces onesie yet?
Nah, I ain't got no onesie yet. He ain't get Laker ones, so he ain't got no Laker ones either. He gotta get the ones game up. He ain't got no team ones. He do got some Reds and Bengals onesies. Hometown squads.
Speaking of hometown, Kelsey Mitchell, Indiana Fever, had another outstanding season, another All-Star year with the Indiana Fever. Obviously, we all know the headlines with that team was surrounded by Caitlin Clark. They got
shout out to everybody else too.
They got eliminated from the playoffs on Wednesday. And we talked about this off air. I didn't realize that Kelsey would be a free agent after this year. And we were just talking. I was just thinking about what would be a good landing spot for a vet like Kelsey Mitchell. Obviously she's been in Indiana her whole career thus far. I think she's only made playoffs. I think this was her first playoff.
Only time to make playoffs. Yeah, this is the first time they made the playoffs since 2016. When she come, I don't think she was in the league yet.
Yeah, I think she came in
2019 or 18. Yeah.
Obviously, I think that at this point of her career, I think she wants to win. Obviously, and so I'll just spit this out. Like, what do you think would be a good landing spot for Kelsey?
Talked about this a little bit off air. I think we talked about this on Wednesday off air. Man, I honestly don't know if it's not gonna be a popular take here. I would stay with the Indiana Fever, man. Caitlin Clark is coming into her own, and she passes the ball. So I don't understand why she would want to play with a player who's not gonna pass the ball. Led the league in assists. I think she can have the most team success there. They're pretty good this year. They almost made the playoffs, and after the Olympic break, they were much better than they were before the break. So I think they were coming into their own as a team. And I think just another summer, Caitlin actually getting a summer off and actually not being able to not playing anywhere, I think will help the whole team out. And hopefully Kelsey comes in and not get hurt in the offseason, comes in healthy next year. Because you got to mention, you can't forget, she started out the season hurt too. So if she stay with them, I think they'll be even better next year. Caitlin will set her up nicely. Caitlin will be better. I think Leah Boston will be better as well. So I would personally stay with the Indiana Fever.
I have no inside source at all. But my thought off here when we talked about it is either two spots. It was either Indiana, she stays in Indiana, or she makes a 2-hour drive over to Chicago. Now I think that's obviously I think she'll wait because she wants to see what the head coach situation is now in Chicago with that thing going on. But I think that would be a good fit. Play along. You got two bigs. Her and Carter could be a 1-2 punch in the backcourt.
I like that, T.
But I still think they would need a wing though. Because we know Angel is more of a low post player. She can't really spread the floor. So I still think they would need a wing. But it will be good. It will be good to see. And maybe they can draft a young wings. Maybe get somebody in the draft.
Possible too. I like that because there will be. Everybody gets a pretty good draft pick. It's only 12 teams right now, so everybody you get a top. They're gonna get a top 10 player. they could get a nice player coming out of the draft. She do go there. You got Cardosa in the paint too, so defense in the paint should be locked up with Angel and Cardosa in there. Like you said, her and Kennedy Carter would be a nice backcourt duo. I would like that as well. I like that as well. And they were right there on the verge of making the playoffs as well, so they're not far off. So that would be a nice spot for her. I think if she does lead the Fever, it needs to be somewhere that's where she's gonna make like a small little super team up if she's trying to win. That's what it's gonna take to actually be competitive in this league. You gotta compete against the Aces and the Liberty. Both those teams are kind of stacked. Their first like 5-6 players are kind of stacked. Maybe she go to the Storm. They're kind of stacked already a little bit too.
I was thinking Dallas, but then I was like, that's not enough ball. That's not enough basketballs to go around between her and
Enrique. Ain't gonna share that thing. That's why I'm saying like Caitlin, she's a coming a prolific scorer and she's a prolific passer already. So it's like that's kind of the best of both worlds. And she will get you. Make sure you can touch this too. That's what I'm saying. I've mentioned off here. She had that interview where she seemed like she kind of was. Like she wasn't gonna be there, kind of sort of when the reporter asked her about next year. She kind of, seemed like nigga, next year I ain't gonna be here. But I went twice about that. The grass ain't always green on the other side.
Nah, it's facts. I mean, and honestly, I don't know the cap situation, but if she wants to, if she want to take a lesser role, if she came off the bench for like one of the super teams, like if she came off the bench for the Aces or somebody, like.
Yeah, that'd be a game changer, man. Game changer. But if she want to go be like an impact player, I don't think the Storm are as stacked as Liberty and well, they kind of are. They already got Jewel Lloyd, they got Skylar Dickens back there in the backcourt, so they kind of.
And then you got NECA.
You got NECA. So where are you gonna fit in at? You trying to start? Unless you're gonna move Jewel to the 3. I thought they're gonna do that. So yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't do that. I don't know, man. It's definitely teams out there. Every summer things change up a little bit, or every off season. I can't say summer for them. Every winter, should say, fall, winter, things change up a little bit. So it'd be interesting to see how it shifts because she can be a big puzzle piece for any of these teams that's right there contending. Just think if she went to somewhere like the Lynx, man, they already got McBride up there. Got Nafisa Collier up there killing it. They already got a nice little point guard. I forget her name. She got the color hair. She nice.
Courtney Williams.
Yeah, she nice. She quick too. She gets to the rim a lot like her. That'd be nice too, man. That'd be nice. And they good, man. And they ain't
I was there. They're there. They're in the semifinals right now.
Yeah.
So,
and like I said, Collier is she was MVP runner for a reason, man. Shout out AJ. AJ got it locked down, but Visa, man, she is a dog.
Any other year.
Yeah, she's a dog, man. She's all parts of her game. She can play defense, shoot a 3-ball, mid-range game, posting up. She's nice, man.
So it's gonna be interesting to see where she decides. Also, we noticed like when the Fever aren't playing, like I said, she likes to be home a lot. That was a quick 2 hour and a half drive for her. So wonder how that'll play a factor into her decision as well. So, but Kelsey, wherever you land, we rooting for you.
Yeah, we always fans of you here. We always rooting for you. You do great things for the city. So we always gonna be fans on this channel.
Last thing, WNBA before we hit a little college football. Rematches of finals starting Sunday. Aces Liberty. How confident you feeling?
Yeah, I know when you asked me this before I came out. See, it's no problem. I'm not that confident anymore. I'm still confident, but you gotta be a little more humble now that it's here. Anything can happen. It's a 5-game series instead of 3 games. So you do got a little bit more time to make up ground, but we can't afford to get off the slow starts, man. We gotta come out hard and get ready to play, man. Like I said, Sabrina Ionescu looked good last round, especially that closeout game. Put up 36 points. Best I've seen her look in a playoff series. That game, I'm not sure if she may have better games out there. Maybe I missed it, but best I personally seen her look. So we're gonna have our hands cut out for us, man. We'll have our hands full, with this team.
Does the lack of depth from the Aces worry you a little bit?
A little bit, but they got the same problem over there. They ain't that deep either. all these teams that like these super teams, they ain't that deep. You know, they can go like 5, 7 deep. We can go 7 deep. I tip off the bench, man. She electric off the bench, bro. Electric.
Yeah, I'm glad she came out of retirement, boy.
Yeah, we need her because our bench game was looking iffy without her. We need her because she came off that bench, man. She nice. She nice. We just gotta make sure we we gotta pick our poison. We gotta let Stewie get hers. We gotta keep everybody else in check, man.
Nah, that's facts. Should be a good series, man. My official prediction: I'm going Aces in 4.
I'm going Aces in 5. Liberty have a 60% chance to win game 1. I thought that was kind of crazy. It is in New York though, so I mean,
yeah, they do got home court this.
I guess.
So
and I guess 60% ain't that high. It's a little bit more than 50. I guess ain't that high. But sheesh, I thought it was slight for us, man.
Well, I guess they're counting the fact that they swept y'all in the regular season, so that might have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, they did. We played some of the games early though. We didn't have Chelsea Gray back.
Yeah, fair.
So,
WNBA, once again, we say this every time we talk about the playoffs. Why are y'all having these games on Sunday, NFL Sunday, especially that game? Like, they're playing it like y'all playing Aces Liberties at 3:30, then the Sun Lynx are at 8:30. Like switch them two.
Mm-hmm. And even then, it would have been tough because you're going to get Sunday night game. Like, damn, bro. They got to do this smarter, man.
Facts.
They got to do this smarter. I got more eyes on y'all, I want to make it easy for people to get even more eyes on you. Don't make it harder.
Yeah, because you're competing against Bills Ravens Sunday night. Yeah, man, come on.
It's a great game. You can't do that. You got Lamar versus Josh Allen. You think people want, man? No offense. But come on, I want to watch that game. I want to watch both. I'm gonna be.
I got ways to watch both, but but you want to grow.
But primarily, I'm gonna be on the bet. I'm gonna be on the football game primarily. Right. When I go, I'm gonna flip to that game.
So, WNBA playoffs start this semifinals start this Sunday, 3:30 Aces Liberty, and then 8:30 Sun at Lynx. Who you liking that one real quick?
Give me the Lynx, man. I don't think they have anybody that's going to be able to stop Nafisa.
I'm going Sun. This has to be the year. Like we I don't know. I keep remember if we talk about it off air on there, but like they've been right there for so damn long. Like even back when Kurt Miller was the head coach, like they've been right there. Like I said, when John Quill was there, MVP, and they just haven't been able to get over the hump. So I'm going Sun.
I ain't mad at it.
Unfortunately, if they play the Aces or Liberty, I still don't think they'll be able to get over the hump and win it all. Because they've been to the finals before, but
they got there last year.
Yeah,
yeah. I just don't. I think they got there with John Quill too. And they do we beat them when they had John Quill our first one?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
That was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they get there consistently. They just don't win it.
Maybe Mabry is the missing piece. Who knows? Like if she,
I feel like I said, she went off that first round. She went off.
All right. Down to the wire 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. Make sure y'all tap in with us. Everything down to the wire 513. Tomorrow it looks like Arch will get the start again against Mississippi State Bulldogs.
But we needed to see, right? We needed to see him against the SEC team, SEC defense.
Yes. It's wild. Texas first game in the SEC. They're favored by 37.5 points.
Oh, that's crazy. I'll take Mississippi State on the points. For sure. Arch, I mean, he didn't look bad, but he had a couple picks, right? On one pick,
a couple turnovers, yeah.
Turnovers last week, so he didn't look too great. So maybe I was right. Maybe I was wrong. I mean, I say I would go with Arch. Maybe he can go back to Quinn when he's ready. Because maybe he's not ready to play that, top of the line teams. When they get to if they make their playoffs type of
But based off everything what Sark is saying, that looks like that's the plan. Like when Quinn is back, they're going back to Quinn.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think this is what Arch needs though. I think because Ash was telling me his family wants him to be there all 4 years. They're committed to him staying on 4 years. I'm not sure how if that's gonna work out or not, but that's what his family said. So he planned on staying on 4 years. This is what he needed. He needed, Quinn went down a couple games. You got your feet wet a little bit. Now you know how it is a little bit. Next year it's gonna be yours though.
Yeah.
Next year it's gonna be yours. So if you go down again later on in the season, now you know a little bit what to expect now because you've been in there in the fire for real. In games that actually, I guess the other games he played in mattered a little bit, but he was like after the game was already kind of over.
Yeah, this is what, like I said, what fans can look forward to, say, from next year for the next 2 years. I said you playing meaningful games. You got your first start last week, got first win, a dominant win. So even though you had the 2 picks, you still came out and looked impressive. Like I said, the talent is all the way there. Now it's just about building on that and gaining that confidence. And regardless if you're favored by 37 points or you're favored by a touchdown, the SEC school is an SEC school.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be a good look, a good test for Arch. And then next year, they said the keys will be his. So we'll see. But yeah, it looks like all signs are leading to Arch starting tomorrow against Mississippi State.
I'm excited to see it, man. And Archer he a real one, man. So wish him success, man. That's Archie. After his nose on.
All right, Slime. You see what Joe Burrow done started, man. You see
Joe Burrow? You playing Joe Burrow on that?
Oh yeah, Joe bro. They getting Joe Shiesty. Now you got all the quarterbacks thinking they Joe Shiesty now. Although Arch can back it up. I think Quinn can too. To a degree. Yeah, but
I have that picture of them in the locker room. They all got the I got the shiesties on. That's hilarious, man.
That's what I'm saying. You see what Joe Burrow started,
hilarious, man. Bro. Hilarious. Like, these niggas really think they some shiesty niggas, man.
You see what Joe Burrow done started.
Oh, I gotta love it, man.
All right, last thing we got on the docket before we get to our fancy advice of the week and down to the wire 513 parlay, which hopefully we can win. We can win one.
I almost won last week, man. The shitty ass Browns.
Man. I want to talk about the death of the heavyweight division when it comes to the sport of boxing. If y'all didn't see by now, Anthony Joshua fought Daniel Dubois last week over in Saudi Arabia, which Saudi trying to they
running it up, ain't they?
Man,
they running it up, man.
But Joshua got knocked out in the 5th round to Daniel Dubois. No disrespect to Daniel Dubois. I mean, I seen a few of his fights. The skill is there, but my thing, every time I watch his fight, they was always just questioning his motor.
Yeah.
Could he keep the pedal down for the full fight? Clearly, it only took 5 rounds to get Joshua up out of there last Saturday. I know fans Joshua fans anyway, still had hope for a possible unification fight against either Usyk or Fury, which they're scheduled to fight again in December. But that doesn't like it's about to happen. We seen it last year with my boy Deontay Wilder. His last few fights looked washed. Now with Joshua losing again, I think this is bad. Heavyweight division is dying. It's dying fast.
Yeah, definitely is. Shout out to Dubois, man. Like you said, I watched a couple of his fights too, because every time he fights, it seems like it's on, like it's almost like it's on Jake Paul fighting card. It's like he's fighting like it ain't like a serious fight almost, and like the commentators treat it like it ain't serious.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know he was like I knew he was a serious fighter, but I didn't know he was like in a class where he was to fight, AJ and them. I didn't know he was that class, but shit, it proved he stayed in the ring with him. He knocked the nigga out. So
right.
So after Dubois, AJ got embarrassed again. He should look something else to do too, because he don't get himself hurt out here.
And honestly, there's really nowhere else for him to go. I mean, obviously there is, but like as far as like if you want like trying to bring in your casual boxing fans, because honestly, once Deontay Wilder lost his aura around him, the American fans of heavyweight boxing is like, okay, we're cool.
We'll go back down. Fight over Saudi Arabia every fight. Every heavyweight fight is over Saudi Arabia, if you notice.
Yeah, so we'll just go back to the welterweights and light heavyweights where Tank Bud and Errol Spence and all them are at.
Nobody wants to watch them fight. That's why all their fights are over there. Nobody's going to pay for a ticket. It's unless you're over there with nothing else to go watch, professionally. But there's like that shit over there. But boxing over there. So if you want to watch the boxing, they're gonna bring them over there and have them fight. Shout out to them for being able to get some money still, but like I said, they're gonna end up getting hurt because these knockouts it's doing damage to their brain for sure. These niggas is huge.
Facts. So that's why I wish he hasn't made it official, but hopefully the Deontay Wilder calls it a career. We talked about it back during the time when after that knockout, what a run it was for the heavyweight division. All eyes on heavyweight divisions. But yeah, it's dead.
Yeah,
it's dead.
Definitely is, man. After this Fury Yusuf fight, I'm gonna watch that fight, but I didn't want to see that fight for real.
Yeah, because Yusuf could clearly outclass Fury.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'll watch it. Like I said, it's gonna be honest. I'm gonna watch it, but I ain't gonna say if I say I wouldn't pay for a ticket to go watch it. Put it that way. Yeah, I would pay for a ticket to go watch that shit. So
you're saying if there's fight downtown Heritage Bank Center, you wouldn't?
Nope. It ain't worth traffic. Price parking. It ain't worth it.
I had to see what the undercard is, but if it's just them, like them the main fights, then definitely no.
Yeah, they gonna put Brown on the undercard. They gonna put AV on the undercard, man.
At least we know we had the whole west side of Cincinnati being that motherfucker for sure.
A whole 250 people. There's gonna be a whole 250 in that motherfucker.
But nah, all right, rest in peace to the heavyweight division. 2013.
How about the 13?
Yeah, about that. Yeah,
to about 22.
Now, when was the second Wilder Fury fight? That was 2020. That was 2020.
I say, yeah.
That was right before COVID. Yeah.
So that's when it died. Damn. Nah, I feel sorry for that for that young I forget his name. American. He black. Dude.
But I think he lost too though.
Did he? I'm about to say I feel bad for him because I don't know the money gonna be dried up in heavyweights. Ain't anybody from the fight.
Because I remember he was because he was supposed to fight. He was supposed to schedule to fight Wilder if he would have beat the Chinese dude. Wilder lost to.
Damn. So
yeah,
I kind of feel bad for him because he kind of just getting on the scene and all the money gonna be gone because all them kind of fading away.
But hell, at this rate, shit. Whoever I know he has a fight coming up. Not sure who, but after his fight, if he fights Daniel Dubois, maybe he gets a number one contender. Maybe that's a number one contender fight. Whoever wins get a shot at heavyweight. Maybe that can bring excitement back to the American heavyweight.
Maybe it can.
But
maybe
we'll see. But RP to the heavyweight division for now.
Gone but not forgotten.
You ready to try to help some people fantasy football? Some of our advice last week worked. Based off
last week. Yeah, I did. Where I did say don't start CJ Stroud, and he didn't play that way. Yeah. If you listen to us, it kind of worked.
So some of our fantasy advice work. Pull up my list right here.
Let's see, man. I usually be a little more prepared than this. I'm about to go to a list and see what I like.
I understand this weather got us all.
Yeah, got me trying to get
away and shit. This weather's been crazy. I'll go ahead and get it started. I might be riding a hot hand. And I definitely had this guy on my team, on my bench, and it's a strong consider. I might start him. I'm riding high hand with Jaden Daniels. I think with coming off that game Monday Night Football, you got an Arizona Cardinals team whose defense isn't the best, secondary isn't the best. There will be opportunities to score points. I will give Jaden Daniels a strong consideration. I have him on my bench,
especially at the game he had last week.
Yeah, Lamar is my number one. But Lamar has that matchup against Buffalo, so it might be a matchup I might consider riding with Jaden Daniels.
That's actually where I was going, T. For both the quarterbacks, honestly, I wouldn't know if I would start Lamar or Josh Allen because both those reasons. They're going against each other. Both defenses are pretty good. If I had to pick one, I would say Lamar. I would not start Lamar this week. I think Josh Allen will come out on top.
I'm about
I
to
think
say
they're going
Josh.
to force Lamar into some tough throws, tough situations. Maybe a couple turnovers for this game for Lamar, maybe.
I would just say with that, well, I think Baltimore's going to win the game, but even at that, my thing is, yeah, Josh Allen, like I said, we said on Wednesday, he's MVP front runner MVP right now. But I think this Baltimore defense will be a good test to see are the Bills really them,
Are that serious?
or were they just dominating teams they were supposed to dominate?
Yeah.
So
I won't start him either. But if I had to pick one, I wouldn't start Lamar Jackson more. If I had to pick one. But yeah, I think both will have rough goes this week. It's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a good drag out game.
Could be like a low scoring game too.
Yeah,
so.
Could be like a 19-14 type shit.
I was about to say don't start this. Don't start. I was going to go say go Jerry Jeudy, but with Deshaun Watson, two up and down for him. Now, granted, Max Crosby isn't playing, so hopefully that helps out that terrible Browns offensive line. That offensive line is terrible.
It's terrible.
But still, I'll probably stay away from all Browns offensive players right now for a few weeks until, like I said, they show consistency, or at least till Nick Chubb comes back.
Till otherwise, man, I would too. I got Mark Cooper on my team, and he is not seeing any playing time. He had one good game though this season already. I'm gonna go over to start. I'm gonna say start Garrett Wilson. They have the Broncos this week. I think he's gonna go off this week. I think that Broncos defense is questionable. They had a good game I think last week, but questionable defense still.
It was Baker.
Yeah.
So I mean, you take that for whatever you want. But it was a good start against Baker Mayfield.
So yeah, give me Garrett Wilson. I think he'll have 85 yards and touchdown at least.
And as you said, it's kind of a get back game because obviously, I forget it. What was the coach there before Peyton?
Hackett. Hackett.
Hackett's offensive coordinator. We all know how that ended in Denver.
Last year Aaron Rodgers had vengeance against them, and he wasn't even playing, but he still made sure he made the trip for that game just so he could see them face to face.
So now that you
now he on the field, he gonna be trying to rip them apart. What he is.
It could get spooky for you, Bo. Just don't throw the sauce aside. It could get spooky for you.
Yeah. So, matter of fact, any Jets players, man, any Jets offensive players, start them guys, man. And Jets defense have a field day. They're all gonna have a field day. The whole team.
People listen. I think that has more to do with the Rams' disdain for Sean Payton.
Hell, I think he a fraud. Expose them, guys. Expose them.
I'm gonna go sleeper here. A strong consideration start until they prove me wrong. I would go Chuba Hubbard, running back for the Carolina Panthers. Until the Bengals prove they can stop the running game, I would say start if whoever the Bengals are playing, start that running back. Because that defense interior is weak.
Trash. For sure.
So yeah, I'll go Chuba Hubbard here. And Deontay Johnson too. They may not I know we picked the Bengals. I didn't feel confident, but Andy Dalton they'll put up points.
They'll put up some points for sure. I wasn't confident in that pick at all. I'll pick Bengals, so I wasn't confident at all. I'm gonna go quarterback here. I'm gonna go with a start. Let's go Justin Fields, man. They got the Colts this week. I think he's gonna have a good game. I'll probably say Anthony Richardson too if I had him.
You said what?
I'll probably say Anthony Richardson if I had him.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson. I think Anthony Richardson shouldn't be on anybody's team right now at this week.
That's true.
Because and turns the ball over too much and like I said, has a lot of questionable decisions.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be good though. But right now, it definitely is. I think it's learning season for him. He missed most of last season. I think you're gonna see some growing pains from him this year.
This is more of a homer pick for me. This has nothing to do with any logic. This is just my take on it. Start Aaron Jones. He's going back to Lambeau, first time against Green Bay. He won the show out first game back in Lambeau that as a opposing of the ops. So
That's a good point.
I think he'll have a big game. Hopefully with a Minnesota Viking win, but nonetheless, I think Aaron Jones will have a good day. I know that's no logic. That's just my gut telling me that.
That's a great pick. I'm gonna see them on here. I know I don't have. I do have this guy on my team. Devontae Adams is not playing this week. We talked about him a little bit on Wednesday.
Business decisions.
Yeah, he out this week. I think he might be on the move pretty soon here, guys.
Yeah. Him and Crosby both out there. I think that's a business decision.
Tell me, he had a hamstring issue. Yeah, okay.
Okay, all right.
He had a trade me issue. I think he's gonna be traded here in a couple weeks, guys.
Yep. And rumor has it, well, not rumor has it that the betting sites have it to the Jets as the favorite.
But I've been hearing that. I heard that the Jets will be willing to make that happen.
We shall see if that happens.
That'd be interesting. And if I was a receiver there, I would be happy, of course. I'm getting Devontae Adams, and I can, Sky, he handles his business, but I'll still be like, damn, come on, I'm making every move Aaron Rodgers y'all doing right now.
But that's scary though. Like Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams.
That'd be crazy, man.
That'd be scary.
That'd be crazy.
All right, it's that time of the week. We know y'all probably it's probably time to show if you're catching us late or you're watching this live, you might turn this off right here. It's like these guys ain't won a parlay all year.
Hey, we would have won last week if it wasn't for the, like I said earlier, stupid ass Browns. We gotta win one this week.
Or y'all might be tuning in. It's like, okay, whoever they pick, we pick an opposite. So
if you do that, hey, we always said this last year. You ain't gotta pick who we pick. You can go opposite, but we just encourage you to bet responsibly.
Facts. Don't be gambling. Don't be gambling rent.
Yeah, mortgage. Man. The car note, car insurance money, baby food money. Don't be doing all that,
She is Christmas.
1-800 gambling, call them up to help you out,
All right. We know where to start. Let me see. Do I have a college game that I do? Now you
trying to mess up already early with the college games, y'all.
You could talk. Although I'm undefeated so far, picking the college games this year.
College games you are so far,
but you could talk. You can easily talk me off this one. Georgia, Alabama. I'm going Bama. I like Bama at home.
Nah, I was mad at that.
Bama at the crib. Nick Saban is back.
Damn, I can't even find all these damn games.
7:30. If you sort about time, let's play
all the way down there. They used to have where you can sort about like.
Yeah, like you on FanDuel. Yeah, they usually have that magic because that's the game of the week. So I will figure that would be. But if you ain't confident in that, if you ain't feeling that, or you just want to say if it don't mess up with me.
I don't like that. I just gotta find these motherfuckers.
They're
okay. You want to do a money line? That's like
just straight, yeah.
All right, straight up for the guys. Yeah, you don't really call them cuz. You gonna be upset about that, T.
It's all love, cuz. It's all love. I'm just saying. I mean, last time we seen Georgia, man, against Kentucky, that was not impressive offensively.
Nah, it wasn't impressive. Because like I said, Kentucky ain't that good. All right, we gotta go to the NFL. I don't know how much college games, man.
Yeah, that's only do one college game.
I want y'all to win, so I'm not gonna give y'all any college game advice. This person looking at these spreads too. Is Brock Purdy out?
Is he out?
I saw our injury. He was on injury report. I'm not sure if he's out yet, but
Hell, Brock Purdy's out. They tanking for somebody.
I'm still going Niners over the Patriots. I think that's a pretty safe bet.
Niners over the Patriots
I
at the
don't think
crib.
we'll cover that. Yeah, at home. I don't think we'll cover that, but it's 10.5 right now on FanDuel.
Yeah, it's 10.5. I got 10.5 too on DraftKings. 600. Wait, so what money line?
Yeah, money lines. I got minus 590 on FanDuel.
Minus 600. Hopefully that's a safe bet because you know obviously that's probably like the most. It should be the most secure bet. Hopefully,
Yeah, it's pretty safe. We gotta get a little risky though. Get y'all some good odds. Get y'all some money. How you feel about that Philly Bucks game? Philly at Bucks.
Philly at. I don't trust it. And they and they can come out and steamroll Tampa Bay. I just don't no Devontae Adams or Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. All you got to say, all you just relying on Saquon Barkley. Yeah, I don't feel too confident. Oh, AJ Brown is questionable, but Devontae Smith is definitely out.
Yeah, they both probably ain't playing.
How about I'm looking at the Jets and Broncos. That's the one I'm looking at. 8 is the spread.
Yeah, I got 7.5. I think Jets cover that, man.
You think they can? So 7.5. 7.5 is pretty much 8. So you think they can get 8?
I think they'll cover that easy. I think they win by. And at home, they should win by at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'll take Denver a 10. I'll take a 10-point win.
Yeah, they should win by at least 2 touchdowns. It's not 10, at least 10. Like, come on. Broncos ain't that good. That defense should be, locking them up, man. The offense should be able to score. I think that's a pretty safe bet. Jets on the points.
All right. How do we feel?
I'm about to say how you feel about this Saints Falcons game, but that's close. I ain't even calling that one. Both them niggas, man.
Yeah, I think we both picked the Falcons. But like I don't know if Derek Carr and the Saints are really them yet. Because like I said, they fought well against Philly. Even though they didn't put up much points, they was in it the most of the game.
It was in it. It's still too close for me to call for them.
How about Houston? How about Jacksonville at Houston?
Yeah, I think Jacksonville should. I think they should win by a touchdown. I got a 6.5 right now on FanDuel, but I like them definitely with the money line for sure.
Houston money line.
I don't think Jacksonville series.
Yeah. No Tank Dell for Houston. I know he's out. Still no Joe Mixon, but this should be a Stephon Diggs game. Like if there's any time for Diggs to step up and have his welcome to Houston moment, this should be his game with no Tank Dell. And Nico Collins still there. And then obviously I don't think Jacksonville's defense is what the Vikings were this year. So I'll put money line. Let's put money line.
We got 4 on there right now. Right now I'm at 50 with them. How you feel about last month for me? Pittsburgh over the Colts. Money line.
Pittsburgh over the Colts. Where's the game at?
It's in Indiana. You say it's in Indiana. Indianapolis. Damn, that'd be 4-0 too. That'd be crazy.
Hey, I mean, honestly, bro, I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer in Anthony Richardson. What I see from Anthony Richardson so far, I think obviously him being hurt last year, I think stunted his growing curve. So I think like this is his real rookie year. So I think he's going through a lot of growing pains right now.
Yeah, I think Tomlin's gonna fuck him up in the head, have him confused out there a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll even take it. It's 2. I'm getting 2.
Yeah, it's 2.5. You can go in by at least field goal.
Yeah.
You want to put on the points?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Bet.
And we can end it right there. We had a plus. I'm at a plus 1037 on DraftKings.
Yeah, I'm at a plus. Something like 1008. Yeah, 1088 right now on FanDuel. So put up $10, you will get a little over 100, man. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
108. Not bad, man. Not bad at all.
Put up $5, you get $50. So like I said, whatever you can afford.
Yeah, like we said, don't be betting y'all, bill money, utility money, gas money, none of that good stuff. Say that.
Back. So one more time down to wire 513, and the odds just increased because the Niners, my Niners line. Okay, it just went back. Niners line is jumping. It's going crazy right now. DraftKings going up and down.
You on the line there. That's what I tell you. But betting right now.
We got Alabama over Georgia, straight up money line, Saturday night 7:30. That'll set the tone for the parlay.
Yeah, that's gonna put us right on track. Or that's the whole thing up early.
49ers money line, that's 405 start on Sunday. Jets get -8 right now, and honestly, I think that line might come down just a little bit by Sunday. So you can either do it now or wait till it comes down. But that's 1:00 Sunday. Houston money line over Jacksonville, and the Pittsburgh Steelers -2 on DraftKings, 2.5 on FanDuel over the Colts. Lock that in.
Lock it in. Boom, we in there.
You know what they say, third time's a charm. So
yeah, we got this one, y'all.
Third time is the charm.
Y'all ain't gotta lock in. We lock in. You can customize your own parlays. You know what I'm saying? We're just getting y'all juices flowing with the games.
Exactly.
We like. You feel me?
And FanDuel, DraftKings, ESPN Bet. Hey, if you want to sponsor this segment, hey, hit us up.
Throw us a little bit of bread. Give us some free bets or something like that. We'll rock with y'all, man.
Facts. Let me check the headlines, make sure nothing else has broke. Nothing that I see. Obviously, there are college games college football games that are being affected, being canceled and moved due to a hurricane. So yeah, like Rand said at the top of the show, man, just everybody be safe, be smart. If you don't have to go out, don't. Just be safe out there, man. Don't mess around with Mother Nature.
It ain't worth it, man. Put your safety first. Put your family safety first. Like I said, if you do gotta go out there, just make sure you are being careful. Don't be trying to ride through no crazy small puddles and end up being a tsunami and your car end up getting stuck. So don't be trying to do no crazy shit like that. Be smart.
Facts. But with that being said, that has been the conclusion of this week's episode Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. Once again, shout out to that boy Derrick Rose.
Yes, sir.
Hell of a career. Excited to see what you do post NBA career, brother. Hopefully you write a book. Like I said, end up on somebody's podcast. I know he got some wild stories. Like that.
Crazy stories, man. Go on somebody's pod or start your own pod. I know you're a quiet guy. Start your own pod or something, man. It'd be dope.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for all the good memories that you gave us, on the basketball court, because you were a great player.
It's definitely been fun watching it, reliving his highlights over the past few days. Like seeing the highlights on Twitter and everything. Like it was like, yeah.
He was the one, man. He's one of them guys, man. One of them guys.
Facts.
Thank everybody for tuning in, man. Everybody on Twitter, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you tuning in from, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. You see like the bottom of the screen. Make sure you give us a follow on everywhere. Rock with us. Appreciate y'all.
Facts. So for the good brother Flyman Rand, Josh Doc Evans, the Terran Blends, been Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits. Enjoy y'all college football Saturday. Enjoy y'all NFL Sunday. Enjoy WNBA playoffs Sunday. And we'll catch y'all next Wednesday for episode 347. Till then, y'all have a safe, blessed weekend. We out.